Hello, collective. Welcome to Carmaboo Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Carmen. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I do use tarot cards, runes, numbers, letters, crystals, and colorful language. If any of that offends you, feel free to hard left this video. For those of you who are staying, we're going to get a February read for the sign of Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio spirit? Whoa. Okay. All right. All right. Hoorah. Here we go. Excuse me. Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. And then we get the Ten of Wands, the Sun reversed, and the Hermit reversed. Okay. February starts out looking real good. And then it becomes way too much. And then we're kind of just trying to be okay. It's one of those, I'm putting a smile on, but I'm really not fucking laughing types of fucking energies. And then we move into the Hermit reverse, which is like, fucking say it. You know? Illuminate it. Spread the light. Spread the wisdom. Let them know. I ain't okay. I ain't okay. Okay. What's with the Ace of Wands? This could be some sort of like new creative beginning. Something you were... something you definitely did not put enough research into, I'll tell you that. This is like somebody being like, oh my god, I want to start this new hobby, but you know nothing about it. You know nothing about it, and you don't have a way to support it. It's going to end up being a bondage, or it's an unhealthy attachment at some point. Okay, I do feel like you're taking the opportunity, or at least thinking about it. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Could be that you avoid the Ace of Wands and smack into the Ace of Pentacles. Yep. This is like somebody making you an offer, or you seeing something like, ooh, man, I think I really might like that, or I really might want to do that, or maybe I think I might want to, invest in this for blah, blah, blah reason. Like, I feel like it hits where it counts, Like, shit's going on, and I want to help. I want to make it better. I want to do something that I'm passionate about, something I can be creative with here with the Ace of Wands, okay? Like, this is something I feel like I can hold a stick to, man. I can grow with this. I can plant it, harvest it. I can do that. Problem is, you get investigation upside down. Okay. We did not do our research, and maybe you're start to do research on this and realize that 2 plus 2 does not equal 5. It's actually 4. Realizing you're not going to get as much out of it as you thought you were going to. So maybe then that's the point where we kind of move into this Ace of Pentacles energy here. With this Ace of Pentacles energy, we definitely are moving into something that's tangible for us, something that's supportive, is how I'm going to say it. It could be a supportive message that somebody gives you, like, hey, I know you invested in that, like, and I know that it wasn't really what you thought it was going to be, like, can I help? Like, maybe that's just someone simply asking, like, do you need help with something? Or, how are you financially with that? Like, moving forward, is the plan going to get better? Do you have a plan? Like, you want to throw the ball at the wall with me? Let's hash some ideas out, see what we can do. Or that could potentially be somebody completely offering you to opt out. Maybe you take this Ace of Pentacles here to then get an Ace of Wands, sorry. Maybe you take the Ace of Wands where you thought it could grow, you thought it would be good, it would all be great, and it wasn't so fucking great. Maybe somebody comes along and is like, let me buy you out. Let me buy you out. It may come in the form of a message, could be an email, text message, a written letter from somebody. Yeah. Can I get one more for the Ace of Pentacles? Wedges. Okay. Somebody's definitely trying to drive a wedge in it. This could be another person being like, you really shouldn't sell out to them. Like, if we do this, or that, it could potentially make things better for you. Like, we could actually turn a profit on that investment, but it's going to take time and work. And this other person is like, I don't really think so. I'm just trying to help you out, buddy. I'm trying to get you out from underneath the rock here. Or maybe this person's like, well, I have the time, energy, and effort and financial capability to invest in that and make it happen, whereas you don't. So why don't you just sell the property to me? Ooh, that's interesting. That came out. Why don't you just sell the property to me and I can refurbish it and resell it And maybe they make a pretty penny for it. Or maybe this person offers you a little more money than you thought it would be worth. Could be a vehicle, could be property, could be a house, could be an investment, could be, um, how do we say that? Could be like a hobby, perhaps. Like, I don't know, maybe you pick up like welding. Maybe you decided that you wanted to start welding to create new stuff and you didn't realize how fucking hard it was and how much investment it takes to carry on a hobby like that. Metal's expensive. So is welding. The gear for it, my God, it's ridiculous. Maybe you didn't know that going in. And maybe somebody's like, hey man, let me buy that gear off of you. And maybe it's to help them invest in something that they wanted to do. But whatever it is, it's either going to drive a wedge between you and this entity offering that Ace of Pentacles, or someone else is trying to drive a wedge within the deal, because you're offered something here. It's offered throughout a message of some sort. You're getting a message saying, I can help you out. And someone is being like, don't fucking do it. Yeah. What's the Ten of Wands? Because then we move into this Ten of Wands energy and we're just like, it's so fucking hard. It's just so fucking much to bring this to market. It is just so fucking much. Like, okay. Okay. See what I mean? Maybe you bought land and you farmed it and you have to wait for the harvest. And maybe it's just too tough to try to manage like your regular job and doing a farm too. Something to that effect. It's just too fucking hard. Okay, the good news is money's still coming in because we still got the getting money card. So maybe you actually start turning a fucking profit from it. Or it could be that you're getting money from giving it to somebody else. Follow your numbers. So important. You not following numbers is probably what caused this big rift. Like maybe somebody told you, hey man, don't put your corn rows more than 9 inches apart from each other because they have to have room to grow. Or when you go to harvest, the machine won't go through whatever. Or maybe that was somebody telling you, hey, don't buy more than 10 stocks of blah 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 unless it's this rate or lower, and you didn't listen, and now you won't get your money back out of it. Or let's see, we got 333, 22, 999, 444, and 1111. I don't feel as if a lot of you are feeling the energy to shift right now. Like, I don't feel like there's any of you that have huge plans for whatever this Ace of Wands or Ace of Pentacles, whichever you took. There's not a huge implication that you're going to be getting a lot of money out of it. I feel like you are getting money, whether you're selling it, trading it, getting rid of it, or whether you're actually just going to start turning a profit by the end of February from it, perhaps. For others of you, I just don't feel like this is it's not an invitation to manifest. Like, this is not the point where you need to be like, I really wish I could do this or that. Like, it's not the time to manifest. It's time to put the work in. Okay, the Ten of Wands is all about work. Like, it's not time to sit and wish and want. It's time to fucking move. Like, it's time to do some shit. Maybe not, like, full on, like, bury yourself in effort at this point. I mean, it is a Ten of Wands, so for some of you, that may be it. Maybe it is time to just exhaust yourself to the point of no return to make sure that this is what you wanted it to be. I feel like for those of you who do that, that could be why your sun is reversed here. If you bury yourself in trying to make something that's failing pass, or if it's, you know what I mean, if it's dead and you're trying to make it grow again, you could try 1,000,000 times to make a dead plant grow. Is it going to grow? I mean, maybe, maybe not. I've heard of stranger things happening, but okay. Yeah. The unhappiness could come from your kids. If you're putting in a lot of work and trying to get money out of something, some of you might be neglecting your kids at the end of February here. There could also be a point where you become super nosy about shit, like almost like a micromanaging type of energy here. Definitely watch your surroundings and watch what's happening around things that used to make you happy. So like if you bought a farm and you loved it, you like putting the work in, and all of a sudden it becomes like systematic and routine, and like you don't want to like you're not wanting to get up and do what you need to do for the day. You're just fucking exhausted. And you're just tired of the same old. You know, watch out for those energies at the end of February here, because it could be coming. For others of you, it may just be like a childish energy that fucking irritates you. Yeah. Some of you are going to want to speak your piece. You are definitely going to be watching shit and being like, don't do that. Try to come from a peaceful point. When you express yourself or project what you need to say, like when you are, it's one of those circumstances of like, this screams, like it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it, okay? So the hermit's finally coming out of his cave, and people are coming to try to talk to him and tell him shit, and he's just kind of like, yeah, I see what you're trying to fucking tell me, but, I really don't fucking like it. And he's not scared to say so, you know what I mean? But try to come from a place of being balanced. Try to, like, follow your gut, know what's in your heart, visualize what it is that you wanted out of it, and have the knowledge to know the difference between whether it's working or not working. Come from that peaceful place. Some of you need to meditate. If you have never meditated before, the easiest way for you to do it is to just simply, since you're already on YouTube, back up, go to the search bar, and click how to effectively meditate, how to align your chakras at home, how to create more peace within your living space, even how to ways to help mentally balance yourself naturally. Those are things that you may need to be looking into during February here. Okay. For some of you, some of you might be seeing a cat. Like it's like a nosy cat. If that be the case, the cat might be telling you something about yourself. For instance, like if you are constantly getting annoyed and like going outside to like smoke or going outside to like try to rebalance yourself with nature, if a cat is constantly appearing and watching you, especially, they could be telling you something about the way that you're aligning yourself, not just with yourself, but with spirit. It may even be a guide, like a spirit guide. They can appear in many forms. Take it however it resonates. Just know something is nosy as fuck, and they're showing you, like, okay, you probably could have said that a little nicer. Yep, your advice comes out with the death card, mortality, change, and transition. Some of you could be experiencing, not actual death. I'm not getting an actual death out of any of this. I feel like it's more geared towards changes and transitions here, especially with both aces coming out. So something is going to shift, transition, and change here in February. I feel like it's going to unground you. Spirit says that's not really a big deal. Your Earth card is upside down. Like, just because it's not perfectly in order, just because it's not prospering right this minute, just because it doesn't always appear to be healthy and happy, just because sometimes it gets a little rocky, this could be dealing with a relationship as well. Okay? It's not that big of a deal, is what I'm going to say to you. Okay? You're a Scorpio. Being ungrounded is not that uncommon for you. It's really not. If you intend to ground and balance yourself, maybe it is time to put your hands in some dirt. Or maybe it's time to stay away from dirt for some of you. Maybe some of you have been trying grounding exercises recently, and it's time to stop doing that because it's not fucking working. Maybe you've been like busting your ass trying everything within your power to ground yourself to whatever energies come to you naturally, what opportunities come to you naturally, okay? Maybe some of you have been trying so hard to dig at that you've lost sight. Like you've transitioned into other paths that aren't really along your highest path. Like maybe some of you, like, I don't know, maybe you went camping and realized that it's just way too much motherfucking work. Like, this is not how I want to live. Like, maybe you were looking into, like, okay, I want to buy property out in the middle of nowhere and, I don't know, create a farm or live off grid or something to that extent. Maybe you were like Maybe somebody brought you the message like, okay, well, I got the time, space, and opportunity. Why don't we go do this? I'll financially support it. Let's go try some shit out. And maybe at that point you're realizing, like, oh my God, this is fucking hard. This is fucking hard. Like, yeah, I'm happy here, but damn, I'm fucking tired. February is going to be the month where it's time to open up and say that so that other avenues can be opened, okay? That change, that transition in what you thought was going to be productive for you or what you thought your dream plan was going to be, that change or transition into something else needs to be expressed by the end of February. It needs to come. The change and the transition definitely need to happen. Maybe you were like in the process of building an off-grid cabin and realized you don't fucking like living without Wi-Fi or fucking a toilet, you know? Maybe you look into like solar energy instead or something to that effect. Take it however it resonates. Maybe some of you like started a new job and you realize that it's a lot of fucking work with not as much reward as you thought it would be. It's time to step up and say that. You know what? I really thought this was going to be a good fit for me, but I'm really just not fucking happy with this. It's just not what I thought it was going to be. I can't move up. The positions are, oh God, what is that term that they use? They're vetted. Like people, only people who have been here for the longest amount of time get to move up in the company first. So you got to kind of wait your fucking turn for shit instead of it being based upon your skill level. Which I think is fuckery. I'm just going to openly say that. I think that's fuckery. Seniority is horseshit. Everything should be based upon your skill set. I know plenty of people that can operate machines, but I know very, very few that can tear them apart and put them back together if in equal condition or better condition. I know very few people that are mechanically inclined enough to work higher positions than what they're paid for. And those people are oftentimes shunned to the side because they don't have enough experience or they have a lot of experience in other areas but aren't considered for a mechanical position because they don't have experience in it. And you get that kind of good old boy treatment where they're like, okay, well, you know, you got to kind of gain some experience in this before we can move you up a little bit. Like, we'll throw you a couple hours here per training with this person and a couple hours over there, but we still need you to maintain the position that you're in. That's a professional way of telling you to fuck off. That's a professional way of telling you, yeah, we're going to try it out, but we really got to give this other guy a shot first. And if he fucks it up, then okay, you're our plan B. Are you okay with being a fucking plan B? Are ya? Because I don't think you are. Your sun's upside down. I don't think you are okay with being the fucking plan B. Not at all. And I feel like you are absolutely ready to say some shit about it. Just remember to be professional and be polite when you do, okay? There is absolutely nothing wrong with being like, you know what, I really don't feel like this position is working for me no more, so with respect, I will work my position at this point, but until you're ready to give me that full-time position for that or actually train me, not just a few hours, like until you're ready to really train me for that position, I feel like a training just might be a waste of my time and yours. And that's, to me, that's not rude. I would appreciate somebody being that honest with me, and I would sure hope that anybody with business sense would have the same appreciation for it. Honesty is $1 million fucking policy. And I don't care how it comes. If you're qualified, you're qualified. If you're able, you're able. If you're not, you're not. Call it like you see it, man. If it's a duck, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a fucking duck. It can or it can't. Which one? That's kind of the point you're at. Because this rocky shit, this back and forth shit, it's that wobbly ground shit, like, oh, maybe we'll give it a try, but maybe not. Oh, the fuck no. Especially since you're a what? You're a fucking Scorpio. Woo. Okay. Those are the messages that I have for y'all. If it resonates, please do hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. If you'd like a personal read, my info is in the description box below this video, along with the link to the Cash App for any tips or donations you'd like to make. What else do we want to... I don't know why I'm getting this incomplete feeling, like I'm feeling like we're not done feeling. Huh. 999 could be extremely important. I keep getting drawn to it on this numbers card, this fucking 999 right here. 9 is the number. 9 is the 9 is the number of like transition and change. Shift. The shift, and it's the closest number to completion. So it may be a shift into completing whatever cycle you're in now to create a new. Big shift. Whatever it is, you're done with it. You got a 10 of Wands. It's completed. That cycle of working your fucking ass off to get not enough out of it is a wrap. That's a no-go from February on. That's a no fucking go for Scorpio. All right. Officially, I'm done now. I'm going to get off of here. I love y'all to pieces and back, and I wish you lots of love and light.